Hello everyone, happy Monday. Welcome to another episode of the CR.Worlds. This is Christian, and if you are new here, make sure you hit the four buttons that you see right above me. A like would be nice, be sure to comment, especially share, and why subscribe? Well, because I'm the train driver, I'm the train ticket master, I'm the train conductor. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting on board the hype train for the Nintendo Switch 2 because guess what? According to some credible reports,
We started a rumor.
What rumor?
the Nintendo Switch 2 is finally getting announced this week. And I'm not talking about some fake leaks or whatever. This is coming from Nate the Hates podcast. If you guys don't know who Nate the Hates is, he's a very credible YouTuber. Every sources that he gets is always credible, always 100% correct. I'm still waiting for that Fire Emblem announcement though. But that is beyond the point. The point is that this week, Nintendo is finally announcing that freaking elusive Nintendo Switch 2.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna get a trailer this Thursday. We're gonna get some games this Thursday. Guys, we are getting on board the hype train this week. This is exciting. This is exciting news, ladies and gentlemen. So, what am I talking about here? So, I was listening to the Need to Hate podcast. He actually just posted a new episode this week. Today actually, and I was listening to it, and he said that he heard from some credible source that we're getting the announcement this Thursday January 16, I believe. Thursday January 16. So before we jump right into this news, there was also a source. It was incredible actually. It got debunked really fast, that the announcement was going to be also this week, but on the 17th, which is a Friday. Now when I heard that, I was thinking, why is this Friday? This Friday, Donkey Kong Country Returns HD is coming out. So why are we having an announcement for? Well, actually, no. Donkey Kong Country is coming out this Thursday actually because Nintendo changed their schedule on how they are releasing their first party titles to Thursday. But the other source says this Friday, and I was like, why is Nintendo announcing the Switch 2 this Friday? When they should be announcing the Switch 2 would be either Wednesday or Thursday or Tuesday. Most likely Thursday or Thursday. But why Friday? Friday, everybody is like tired. They want to enjoy the weekend. So why is it that Nintendo is going to announce the Switch 2 on Friday? So I pretty much debunked it. And then before I knew it, it got debunked. Because apparently the person who made the leak was like, oh, I'm just making things up. Obviously. But today I'm hearing from this guy, Nate the Hates podcast. From the Nate the Hates podcast. Shout out to Nate the Hates. Check his channel on YouTube. He's pretty cool. Everything that he posts is very informative. You guys gonna like that Nate the Hate podcast. Check it out. So I was listening to him, and I was like, interesting. He actually dropped a bunch of cool stuff, very great nuggets of information about not just Nintendo Switch 2, but also Nintendo. So we're just going to jump right into this. So about Nintendo Switch 2, he mentions a couple of things. Some of the anticipated highlights that he mentions for the Switch 2 reveal. He mentioned Mario Kart 9. He actually did a podcast with MVG, also a great YouTuber. Check him out as well. They discussed Mario Kart 9. They discussed Breath of the Wilds. Apparently, Breath of the Wilds may or may not get shown at the announcement trailer. I'm not sure about Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. I think they are fine just the way they are. I also agree with Nate the Hates. I don't see myself jumping right back into Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom as a generational fresh. You know what I mean? or like a HD version of those two games. I don't see that happening for me, from my own perspective, and I don't see myself getting that game again as a Switch 2 version of that game. But that's beyond the point. So he mentioned Mario Kart 9. He also mentions what else did he mention? Something about like Final Fantasy. He actually mentioned the Final Fantasy titles. Final Fantasy 7 Remake and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. I briefly mentioned that in my last video. Final Fantasy 7 Remake is coming to the Switch 2 this year actually, and Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth is coming to the Switch 2 next year. And both of them, which obviously makes sense because Square Enix is now trying to rebrand the Final Fantasy franchise to be more multi-platform rather than just being an exclusive, and that is great news for us Square Enix fans. Not so great news for PlayStation exclusive fans, but great news for Final Fantasy fans, myself included. And he mentioned that. He also mentioned some Assassin's Creed title, like Assassin's Creed Mirage. He says that might be coming to the Switch too, which is interesting. And I think for Ubisoft, having Assassin's Creed on the Switch 2 would definitely help them because they are struggling right now financially, and they need to push a lot of their Ubisoft titles into the Switch 2 as well as the PlayStation and Xbox, obviously, and PC, obviously. They need to push as many of the exclusive across all platforms as they can possibly as they possibly could, so that they can recover some of the losses that they've had over the past year or so. So Assassin's Creed Mirage, I can see that happening. Assassin's Creed Shadow. Okay, for those who don't know what happened with Assassin's Creed Shadow, you must have heard that they got delayed again. But it's not like a big delay. It got pushed to one more month, March 20th actually, which is like the same day as Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is interesting. But good luck to Ubisoft getting some sales for Assassin's Creed Shadows. See if they can like get more sales than Xenoblade Chronicles X, which is a huge anticipated game as well for the Nintendo Switch. But I'm hoping to see Assassin's Creed Shadow on the Switch 2 as well. But we don't know how the sales for the Xbox and PS5 version is gonna go. Hopefully it will go well, but I'm hoping to see that game on the Switch 2 as well. What else? What else did they mention? Did they talk about? Oh, they talked about Metal Gear Solid Delta. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Delta coming to the Switch 2. That would be huge. Like imagine you watching the announcements for Nintendo Switch 2, and then you see this guy playing Nintendo Switch 2, right? And then you see on the screen like Solid Snake. Oh, that would be massive, man. That would be so cool. Like imagine Metroid, like not Metroid. Imagine like you see Solid Snake in its full HD or 4K glory on the Switch 2 portable screen. People will flip. People will scream there from the top of their lungs. It's like I mean I'm so excited. I'm really excited for the Switch 2. He also mentioned like some like the possibility of seeing the Grand Theft Auto series, like Grand Theft Auto 6. Like it's just a speculation that they are that both MVG and Nitty Hits were talking about. Like what if they had, like we saw in the announcement trailer, like Grand Theft Auto 6 on the Switch 2. Like my eyes would be on fire if I see that happening. But then like the Grand Theft Auto 6, we've seen what it looks like, we've seen the trailer and all that stuff. So if it's going to be on the Switch 2, it will be great. But how is it going to run on the Switch 2 will be the biggest question. Like, is it going to run seamlessly? Is it going to run 60k? I mean 60 FPS on 4K 60 FPS? It's just like speculation right there. I'm not sure if it's going to be actual 4K 60 FPS, but that's the dream. Imagine if it runs that good on the Switch 2. That console will sell, will make moolah. That console will make moolah. To tell you the truth, let me turn on my. Sorry about that. My lights just turned off. Okay, okay. Sorry about that. So yeah, that console will make money, like massive amount of money, if Grand Theft Auto 6 goes into into the Switch 2. And they also had some fan question, and some people mentioned Chrono Trigger. I would love to see Chrono Trigger. I mean, guess what this year means for Chrono Trigger? This year marks the the 30th anniversary of Chrono Trigger. I think it came out in 1995, so 2005, 2015. Yeah, the 30th anniversary of Chrono Trigger is this year. Imagine Square Enix announcing at their like major presentation, at the major Switch 2 presentation, which they actually mentioned that it might be around February or early March. Like imagine like they make an announcement. They're like, okay, we have an announcement for you, and then they showcase Chrono Trigger in HT 2D glory, and it's coming to the Switch 2. Yo, that would be, oh my gosh, that would be so exciting, yo. That would be very exciting seeing Chrono Trigger coming to the Switch 2 as part of the 30th anniversary. Oh, that would be so good. That would be really, really, really good. I've played a little bit of Chrono Trigger. I wish I could finish playing through that game. It's really good, guys. It's really good. And what else did they mention? Did they talk about? So couple of titles. New 3D Mario. They mentioned new 3D Mario. Mario Kart 9. They believe Mario Kart 9 will be like a launch title. Obviously, it should be a launch title with the amount of success, the amount of money that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe made. If they can continue that trend for Mario Kart 9, that would be good for Nintendo too. What else did they talk about? Resident Evil. I'm hoping to see Resident Evil. Personally, I'm hoping to see Resident Evil 7 and 8 coming to the Switch 2. They mentioned Resident Evil 4 remake. I think that would be good too. But we already have Resident Evil 4 remake on the Switch. And yeah, and also like Resident Evil 1 and 2, like a remake of those would be nice. But yeah, the Resident Evil series will be great too. Okay, so yeah, those are some of the games I'm hoping to see coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Amazing news, guys, amazing news. And this is straight up from a credible source, Nitty Hits. Check his podcast. Always drops lots of great nugget of information, and he always makes sure that his sources are real credible sources before he posts his news or before he makes his content out there. He doesn't just speaks from he doesn't just make made up stuff. He doesn't mix up stuff. He doesn't like talk out of his ass, excuse my French. He's always making sure that his sources are credible before he posts his content out there. So check him out all anytime. On to my next piece of news, and this is concerning the Nintendo Switch, the original Nintendo Switch. They also mentioned that one in the podcast Nintendo Switch, and they said something along the line like we're going to get a direct in February, and they will talk about what's coming next for the Nintendo Switch leading up to Nintendo Switch 2. Some of the games like he mentions, like I've mentioned it earlier in this video, Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War, I still need to see that game. Like, why now? Okay, like I was disappointed when Mario and Luigi Brothership showed up as the very first announcements, and I was like, where's Fire Emblem Holy War? Where is that game? I still want to see that game. Okay, I trust Nitty Hits, but I still want to see my Fire Emblem game. Okay, so Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War is one, and he also mentioned Kirby Planet Robobot. That's also a great game, by the way. And what else did he mention? Oh yeah, some of the Switch games that we still have yet to see that has or obviously been announced before. Then that we are also looking forward to: Xenoblade Chronicles X, Metroid Prime 4, um, Pokemon Legends ZA. That's three games already. Three Switch one game already. Donkey Kong Country Return HD, that's coming up this Friday. So we got Xenoblade, Donkey Kong, Pokemon Legends ZA, Metroid Prime 4, Fire Emblem, Kirby Planet Robobo. That's six massive Switch one games. And if they are following the trends of releasing one game a month, we're getting Donkey Kong this week. We're getting Xenoblade this week. Not this week. March next in the next 2 months. March. And what are we getting in February? We haven't seen anything from Pokemon Legends Z since the trailer, so that's not gonna be happening in February. That's for sure. I'm thinking. Oh yeah. Two more games. Two more unannounced games. Metroid Prime 2 and Metroid Prime 3. We still have yet to see these two games. They were rumored to be coming to the Switch as well. Up until now, we still haven't heard anything from them, from those two games. So I'm guessing Metroid Prime 2 will be like around February. And then we got Xenoblade Chronicles X. Maybe Metroid Prime 2 or Kirby Planet Robobot. Kirby Planet Robobot, I think that would be a pretty cool game to have like right around February. So yeah, Kirby Planet Robobot will be around February. And then instead of Metroid Prime 2, March will be Xenoblade, obviously. April and May will be the Metroid Prime titles. June, I think June will be either Fire Emblem or Pokemon. June or July will either be Fire Emblem or Pokemon. And I guess that's pretty much it. I may have forgotten one, but I think the other will be like on July or August. Well, so that brings me to how they're going to release Switch 2 games and how they're going to release the Switch 2. And according to Nate the Hit, he says that he heard that he's not so sure, but he heard that the console, the Switch 2, will come out between May or June. And if I'm to guess, it's going to be May. Like May 15, 2025. And that would give the Switch only 2 or 3 games left to release, and then they'll move on to the next console. But yeah, I think May will be a good time for the Switch 2 to be revealed, to be released. And meanwhile, the Switch 1 will still be going strong, and the Switch 2 will start releasing its game. I think Metroid Prime 4 will be a launch title. I'm not so sure, but I think it will be a launch title. But it will not be like an exact launch title, like right away, right off the bat. I think it will be released like, I think Metroid Prime 4 will come out like around August or September. Most likely September. And I think it will be like a cross-gen title. And what else is there? And for the actual Switch 2 exclusive, I'm seeing Mario Kart 9 to be the ultimate launch title. They want that game, I'm sure, will launch in May. And then I feel like the next title that will come out in June, it's not going to be a 3D Mario. The 3D Mario will come out, I believe, will be like around October or November. Mario Kart 9 will be around May or June, like around the actual launch title of the Switch 2. And what other first party title will they release for the Nintendo Switch 2? That's up for debate. I mean, that's pretty much it. That's all I have. I may have some other game ideas that will be coming out, but let me know in the comment section what other games do you guys think um Nintendo will be releasing very soon, like the with the Switch 2 as the launch title, apart from Mario Kart 9 and 3D Mario, which will be later this year. Metroid Prime 4, I'm pretty sure Metroid Prime 4 will be cross-gen. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I'm really excited about this week. I was planning to make a video about what we're going to be seeing um, uh, in the announcement trailer. It was going to be a long story style type of trailer. I have a lot of game ideas. I might make a short on that. I might not. I don't know. But I'm very busy. I have like school work and I have other stuff, family stuff. So I'm excited, but I'm excited for this week. One thing I'm going to make sure I'm going to record my live reaction, and yeah, I'm really excited this week, guys. Make sure you get your tickets. Make sure you get the best seats in the house, on the train, because we are finally boarding the hype train for the Nintendo Switch 2. So make sure you drop a like, be sure to comment, especially share, and why subscribe, because I will bring some more Switch 2 news and some other gaming news. Up until next time, it's getting late. I'm gonna go. Until next time, bye.